The first case we brought was a case on behalf of 15 workers who were working in Maryland to build a new cancer center at the University of Maryland. In that case, the workers were working for a subcontractor, and they would go to work, do their job, and then on payday, on say a Thursday, they would all line up and everyone would have their checks distributed. And then for this group of workers, immediately after the checks are distributed, a supervisor from their employer came around and took those checks. They confiscated it. And then the next day, their employer would have them come to him, and then he would hand them a personal check for a significantly lower amount. And the workers were told, don't open that Thursday check, don't look at it, don't worry about it. But then one time, one of our clients actually opened it, and he opened that check and he's like, wait a minute, this amount is significantly higher than the check I actually received, the check I'm cashing. The other wage theft case that we brought in 2024 was on behalf of a group of 5 workers who worked at a local fencing company for a subcontractor. These workers were working, they still are working for the companies, long hours, 10, 12-hour days, and only being paid a flat weekly rate. So, instead of earning, say, $17 an hour, they just earned, I think between $400 and $600 a week. This did not meet minimum wage standards. It certainly did not meet overtime requirements. So the reason why the Washington Lawyers Committee brings these cases and specifically focuses on wage theft is because we are committed to shrinking and eradicating the racial income gap. Because wage theft predominantly impacts communities of color, low-income workers, to allow it to continue perpetuates cycles of poverty. It pushes workers, low-income workers, down into poverty. And that's why it's so important for us to continue this work.
In 2022, a mother and daughter were working on a construction job site in Virginia where they were repeatedly sexually harassed by their supervisor. While on the job site, the supervisor would make advances at the woman, make inappropriate comments. At one point, stuck his hand on the pants of one of the women, attempted to kiss another woman on the neck.
And threatened the woman too. So he would say, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, then you're gonna see the ogre side of me. Or when the women didn't accept his advances, they'd be forced to carry these very heavy weights and all these construction materials because that was they were paying the price for not agreeing to his advances. Both women had gone to the supervisor and reported this behavior. And instead of trying to get to the facts and really to the bottom of the story, they repeatedly questioned the woman and made justifications for the supervisor saying, well, he's from Colombian descent, that's how Colombians speak, that's how Colombians act. And the women, especially the mother, was very firm because she was not only defending herself, she was defending her daughter as well, and said, no, that's not normal. We have evidence to show you, I have videos. I have this Uber driver that witnessed him touching me inappropriately, and I can offer you all of this. And instead of taking that evidence, the company decided that it was the right thing to do is to fire the mother and transfer the daughter elsewhere.
For anyone who's interested in working with the Washington Lawyers Committee, to do it, take advantage of any opportunity you have to work with them. Not only will it help you professionally, getting the experience you need, but the people you're helping, the people from the Washington Lawyers Committee you get to work with, it makes it so worth it.